use it too. We'll also chat with leading experts and you'll find out if the latest gadget will take my money or not. Don't miss the Tech Show, Tech Your Local Listings.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
It is a beautiful Sunday morning. Welcome to GMV Express. I'm Kimberly Perot. Thanks for joining. On today's show, we have a conversation with Talent Acquisition Manager and Business Consultant Emily Gross, the Colorado Snow Sports Museum, and beyond. So lots happening on the show. Stay tuned. Go grab that cup of coffee and let's get started.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Join us on board the Leadville Railroad Winter Express. Stay cozy in our heated lounge cars. Marvel at the stunning winter landscape. Sip delicious hot chocolate. Don't forget to check out our new specials. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
For TV8 in Vail, I'm Avisha Scarborough at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. We'll see you next time. Hi friends, welcome to a little behind the scenes. I'm Avisha Scarborough, and I'm so excited to be part of the team at TV8 in Vail. I love the outdoor lifestyle here, I love the arts and culture, and I love being part of this community. My show is called Vail Vibes with Avisha, where I tell you about all the amazing activities going on here in Vail and surrounding areas all year round.
Good morning, Vail.
Now, as mud season is approaching, I had a conversation with Claire Noble from Eagle County about all of the updates that we can expect for the springtime and how to use their app, Reach Well. Let's take a look. Our next guest is no stranger to the couch, and joining me today is Claire Noble of Eagle County. Claire, how are you?
I'm doing great. Weather's a little crazy right
It
now.
is.
This time of year, you just never know.
It's so
From
true.
moment to moment. what you're
Moment to
gonna get.
moment, day to day, it's going to be crazy no matter what.
The other day, I was driving. It was sunny. And it was snowing at the same time.
What a day, you know?
I love living in Colorado. And one of the things I think that really draws us all here is the natural beauty, which we're surrounded by. But one of the things that the county has been trying to do for a number of years is make it as accessible as possible at all times. You know, certainly people love to go out into the backcountry hiking, but you don't always have hours and hours or a whole day to go do that. So it's nice to have some open space that's really close in. Probably the most popular is the Miller Ranch open space. I don't know if you've been down there. It's right on the river, right off of Highway 6, super accessible. You always see people out there walking with their kids, walking with their dogs. Another great one is the Homestead L up above Homestead. Again, people oftentimes go out there after dinner or after work to walk the dogs, hang out with the kids. So we've been purchasing open space for a number of years for enjoyment, for conservation, but we haven't had a comprehensive plan. And so that's what they're working on right now is a comprehensive open space plan, but they want the public's input. And so for just about everything I'm going to talk about today, I'm going to just direct people to eaglecounty.us. I'm not going to throw out any other exotic URLs. Just go to eaglecounty.us and you can find just about everything we're talking about on that website. And so for this one, you just go to the Department of Open Space and Natural Resources and you'll find their information about filling out this survey and letting them know what you think about open space and where you'd like to see some more open space.
I love that. So it really gives you an idea and a sense of ownership over the land because it is public land, and we want you to be invested into the land that we have here in the valley.
Absolutely, and a portion of a sales tax goes to support this, so you're buying the land yourself, so you want to say in that as well.
And how incredible is that to be able to say that you own part of this gorgeous valley here and to be able to contribute to the conservation of it as well.
Right.
That's great. That's great.
So we were talking about the change of seasons. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's also orange cone season, or the beginnings of orange cone season. If you've been driving Highway 6, you know that CDOT's got a project over at Post Boulevard on Highway 6 just past Eaglevale. Well, we have another one, Hillcrest Drive and Highway 6.
Okay.
There's no hill there. There's no crest there. I don't know the reason for that name of that street, but it can be a real problem in the morning, a real bear for people trying to make, especially a left turn. So we're putting in a roundabout, and that work started Monday, and it's going to go through the summer. Now, it's not going to completely close, but we do ask people to kind of slow down through there, be alert, watch out for people working there, and maybe don't look at the phone.
That's a big one. I think that should just be a PSA regardless. Don't look at your phone while driving.
Yeah, especially in a construction zone, and definitely slow down.
And not in a roundabout either.
Yes.
You know, that's probably the worst place as well. So that's really great. I love all the improvements that are happening in Eagle County. So what other information should we be paying attention to as the seasons continue to change?
Well, the other thing we're taking advantage of right now is prescribed burns. You know, if you look around the valley, you see where we've done a lot of wildfire mitigation. We live in a high fire danger area. And especially as we've kind of moved into the wilderness with homes and development, that interface, there's no buffer zone. And so our fire departments and districts have done an incredible job. If you drive up Interstate 70, you'll see swaths of where they've taken out like highly flammable underbrush, grasses, fuel that catches trees on fire. Once you remove that, the trees don't tend to catch on fire because everything stays extremely low and you're not catching those branches on fire. So the reason why I have my phone out, it's not because I'm like attached to it, is because we have something that we really want people to try to use, and that's the Reach Well app.
Okay, great.
So, and the reason why I'm mentioning it along with prescribed burns is because we do tell people, hey, if you see something, say something. But the problem is our dispatch sometimes gets hundreds of calls from well-meaning citizens when they see smoke in the air. And we definitely want that, except that if you're on Reach Well and there's a prescribed burn, you'll know about it. So you'll know what that smoke is. The other thing that the Reach Well app can tell you about is road conditions, especially if there's a closure. It's a beautiful day today. It's going to be a beautiful day for a couple more days. And then in time for the weekend, as you know, our weather will be changing. And oftentimes when that happens, there are problems on Vail Pass or in Glenwood Canyon. You'll get that information through the Reach Well app. The other great thing about the Reach Well app is that it gives you alerts in more than 130 languages.
Wow.
Not all at once, but you get to choose. So if you want to get your alerts in English, that's the standard default. But if you want to switch it to Spanish or French or Russian, it can accommodate all of those languages.
That's a wonderful app, and it's a great way to be plugged into the community as well. And so, just to be up to date and have somewhere instead of searching through social media or Twitter or Instagram, whatever it is, to try and find your updates. So that's a great way to look at it.
Yeah, and the other thing is it's just downloading an app. You don't have to go in and sign up for something. You don't have to give your personal information for anything. And the other thing a lot of people do up here is they oftentimes work in one place and live in another. So if you go over to Glenwood Springs, for instance, if you live over there or you go there often, they're also on the Reach Well app. So it is the Roaring Fork Valley. And more counties in Eagle County are getting on the Reach Well app. It's actually nationwide. I don't know everybody who has it, but it started off as an education notification app. So when you open it up, it's an airplane. It's a paper airplane. So if you're like, this doesn't look like emergency management or emergency preparedness, that's kind of its roots, but that's definitely what it's for.
It's wonderful, and I love that Eagle County is using it and is technologically friendly and wants to make sure that people get information as quickly as possible. So.
We want to empower people with as much information as possible. When we know, we want you to know. We're not trying to hold or hoard information. We really do want people to know, so they have agency, so they can take precautions or measures on their own.
Well, I'd say thanks to you, Claire, and the work that you do. You have really encouraged a spirit of transparency and in the know, so we appreciate that.
It's definitely, transparency is one of our county priorities, and it's very important to me as a citizen. I want our government to be transparent because it is our government.
Absolutely. Now, as the season is changing and we're moving into the spring and summer and fall, have there been any updates on the trail that's being built and what that looks like?
That's right. Edwards to Horn Ranch. It is the last portion of the Eagle Valley Trail. We're super excited. This is something that's been decades in the making. But it's going to be tough. If you've driven that stretch of road, in places you basically are on Highway 6 with a hill on one side and a steep drop off on the other. So it's going to be a tough portion of trail to construct. But once it's done, that's it. Breckenridge to Aspen, all on a trail.
That's wonderful, and that is being funded by public funds, but you can also donate and continue and help with the building of that.
Okay, I will mention another website, Eagle Valley Trail. But yes, we just got a generous grant from GoCo Colorado. The county put in money, and if you want to donate as a private citizen, you can do that as well.
That's great. Well, let's connect our community and continue with the building of this incredible trail. So lots of great information. Yeah. Claire, always a blast to have you here on the couch.
Thank you so much for having me. And I just want to say one last thing.
Sure.
You're dressed perfectly for my last assignment. Rodeo tickets go on sale at the beginning of May. We really want people to go to Eagle County Rodeo to buy your tickets. Don't buy your tickets anywhere else because we can't guarantee that those are legitimate ticket. So definitely go to the Eagle County Rodeo page. It's been updated. This is going to be our 85th year.
85, wow, that's incredible, and that's a great year to celebrate. So
Yes.
it's rodeo season, the spring is coming, lots of great things happening in Eagle County and beyond. So Claire, thanks for coming on, and
Thanks
always
for
a blast to have
having
the
me on.
updates.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Now we have a lot more happening on the show, including the Vail Valley Women in Business joining us. So stay tuned, we'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Each week on the Tech Show, you can look forward to the latest in technology and how you can use it too. We'll also chat with leading experts, and you'll find out if the latest gadget will take my money or not. Don't miss the Tech Show, Tech Your Local Listings.
Thank you for watching Good Morning Vail. Have an amazing day. Get on out there, soak up that sunshine. We'll see you tomorrow right here for more Good Morning Vail. Bye, everyone. Hi, I'm Gretchen Pleshaw. You might recognize me from the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. Maybe you hear my voice on the radio from time to time or see me out at a concert or two. I love concerts. If you see me out, the long mermaid hair, I'm almost 6 foot tall. It's hard to miss. Come and say hi, give me a high five, and make sure to watch me right here on TV8.
My name is Tyler Alvarez. I work here at Sweet Basil in Vail. I'm a bartender here. I originally came to Vail to snowboard. I slept on my sister and my cousin's couch for what was supposed to be a week, turned into 2 months, and then I found my own spot, and then kind of made friends and worked different places in the valley and kind of just fell in love with it more and more every single day, and ended up finding my way to Sweet Basil through some friends who worked here and all the great things that I heard about it. And yeah, I've been here for 4 years now. It's hard to wake up in Vail and be upset when you look outside. It's just beautiful. My favorite part about working at Sweet Basil is definitely that I could be proud about everything that we're putting out, whether it's food, drinks. We also get to be really creative here. The bartenders, the whole team here, we workshop our menus every season, so we'll start with a spirit or an ingredient, and then we get to be really creative and make a whole project of it. And then when we get the final product, it's a drink that we're all really proud of for the whole menu, and that's super fun, just being able to be creative and work with new things. And the most fun cocktails to make, though, are definitely the ones that we get to create from scratch. When people take a sip and say, oh my God, this is delicious, or they just love it. And that's probably the most fun for me, the creativity behind it and making unique cocktails. That, for me, that would be the most fun drink to make, just the one that you start from scratch and then people are excited about. I'm Tyler, I live and work in Vail. Come see me at Sweet Basil.
Good morning, Vail.
I love all of the fun holidays that are happening throughout the year, and today is National Explore Your Career Options Day. I had a conversation with a talent acquisition manager and business consultant, Emily Gross, about how to best prepare yourself for the job search. You know, we are at the beginning of a brand new year. Brand new year means new goals, whether it's personal or professional. And joining me today to talk about how you can apply for jobs, which is, I know, very intimidating to some people. I've got talent acquisition manager and business consultant Emily Gross on the couch with me today to give you all of the advice that you need. Emily, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for having me back.
Well, you are talent acquisition expert. You talk to people all day long. You hire people, you give advice, you train a team. So you know all things business and the ins and outs of it. So let's talk about 2024. We're coming into new technology, new ways to do things, whether it's looking for a job, whether it's writing a resume or a cover letter or even a headshot. So ChatGPT, I know that is the hot topic. Tell me all about it.
Yes, I am absolutely loving ChatGPT. I'm exploring with it. I'm learning more about its capabilities every day. And also job seekers, not only because it's a new year and people are looking for new opportunities, there's a lot of layoffs happening. Any of us can be looking for a job at any moment in time. of course. So we now have tools that can make it a lot easier. ChatGPT has been amazing. You can start by uploading your resume to ChatGPT with a job description of a job that you're interested in, even multiple if they're similar, and then prompt ChatGPT to cater that resume to those job descriptions. It's going to embed those keywords, and it's really going to help you look like the best candidate.
That's great. So you can literally take the job description of the job that you want, and then take your resume and tell ChatGPT to match them.
Yes.
Wow, that's great. That's great. So when we use ChatGPT, so that's just with your resume, but oftentimes with the job search, you've got to have a cover letter, or it's intimidating to upload them into the search portal because you've got to enter in your employer, your address, what you did, all of those things. So how does ChatGPT help?
Yes. So writing a cover letter, I've heard from so many people that they're motivated, they're ready to go, they're applying to jobs, and then they get the upload the cover letter as well, and they're like, So don't be, intimidated by that. Go to ChatGPT, put your resume in again, put that job description in, and prompt it to write you a cover letter for that specific job. You can also add, I like to talk to my ChatGPT, so I'll say, add a little note about this and things like that. Then whatever version it gives you back, I'm always tweaking it, coaching it, really catering it. I'll say, make it more casual, make it shorter, make it more professional. Make sure you mention this recent company accomplishment. So never really take the first version that it gives you, and you're going to learn so much of its capabilities by prompting it more and more.
That's great. Gone are the days of people who have careers in resume writing. So they're going to need to use ChatGPT to find their next job.
Yes.
That's great. So let's talk a little bit more about technology. So AI is great. So you mentioned for resumes and for cover letters, but how else can you use ChatGPT to help refine your professional profile?
Yes. So many things. Another thing that I was loving that it can do is you can upload, again, your resume, that job description, and the company information once you do have an interview scheduled. Then you can prompt ChatGPT to give you interview questions.
Oh, wow.
And then you can start answering them. Make sure you're using that star format with all of your answers. And you're going to be very prepared, because who knows, that hiring manager might even be using ChatGPT to generate those questions. So you're going to be very prepared, or it'll be similar questions. So that's another way it helps.
No, that's great. So you said star format.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
It's just making sure that you're really giving the full story. So when someone asks you about a challenge that you faced, again, stay away from saying, I usually, or sometimes. We want to take them to a specific time and place where you faced a challenge, start to finish, the situation, the action that you took, and you cannot forget the results. So getting all of that together, practicing with ChatGPT, answering those questions is going to have all of your responses right on the tip of your tongue.
So if you got the interview, you use the ChatGPT, everything looks great, and now you're sitting with a hiring manager. How do you really wow a hiring manager in your questions? Like, what would you recommend as far as types of questions to ask, how to answer their questions, what to wear, all of that?
Sure. Well, I'm going to say again, you can use ChatGPT. You can prompt ChatGPT with saying, what are some great interview questions for this interview that I could ask myself that will show my enthusiasm. Or a lot of times you can even have it reword something you're wondering about. I want to ask them about their last year. What's a great way to phrase that? So ChatGPT can help you. And again, all of this with AI, you still are going to put your personal touch on it, and that is really the magic. The AI is going to take, I think, a lot of the stress and a lot of the time that you would be spending on this, and it will allow yourself to be yourself, I personally think, because a lot of times I'll hear something great from ChatGPT, and I'm like, that's wonderful content. I know exactly now how to make it my own. So it's really helpful.
That's great. Now, if you're not necessarily looking, but you want your profile to look good, your professional profile. So how do you make it look good? When you're putting content on your profile, should it be exactly the same as your resume? And then also let's talk about what your picture should look like.
Yes, this is, I think, the fun stuff. I mean, it's all fun, but this gets really fun. So they are now offering AI-generated professional headshots. There are several different apps and websites that are offering it, so I'm not going to endorse one in particular. But the average price is about $30. A lot of them even have a 7-day trial. You upload about 10 pictures of yourself, and then it literally gives you hundreds of professional photos to choose from. And when you get them back, you will see that AI still struggles with fingers and teeth. So the hundreds is useful. But you'll be surprised that they really are able to capture the essence of who you are, looking really professional.
I don't know if I should be excited or scared, because that is impressive. So you usually about 10 photos and they generate 100 images from those 10.
Yes, and
Wow.
they give you all kinds of outfits and looks and colors, and you can customize. Say, like, I don't like the color purple, I like the color blue, or what have you. So I just think it's super fun. And for a lot of people that don't have access to someone to take a photo of them, or good lighting, or professional clothes, I think it's a great way to get yourself out there started looking and feeling your best.
That's so important. A lot of people don't even know how to pose in front of the camera at times.
Totally.
So that's a great way just to really elevate your professional profile.
Yes.
So other platforms. So we've been talking a lot about ChatGPT.
Yes.
We've talked about these photo apps that can give you a professional headshot, but there's got to be more out there. So tell me all about it.
Yes, I am learning about the full cycle ones now. The ones I've been hearing the most are Teal HQ and Use Massive. They will take you full cycle. They will create your resume for you based on a series of questions. A lot of them are multiple choice, so it creates an algorithm for you. You obviously put in your personal information as far as where you have worked and the things you've accomplished. Also be sure to make them measurable accomplishments on there. And then it will actually suggest jobs that you should apply to. It will apply to the jobs for you. It will keep track of the application status. It will even send follow-up communications for you. It's incredible. So they can even say that they can even apply to 300 jobs per month for you.
Wow.
I think it would be for someone who's maybe starting out younger in your career and you're just kind of open to a lot of different things. I do want to put a disclaimer out there. With any AI, be very careful with your personal information. Do not include your street address. You can put the city and state that you live in. Do not put your actual phone number. I would recommend creating a Google number. They're free, so absolutely please do that. I would also recommend just creating another Gmail account just for job applications. So everything's all in one place. It's a professional email address, and that way you're protected. Because if you're going to be sending your information to out to 300 people, we want it to be very secure. So please keep that in mind.
I love that you mentioned professional email address. I've seen some email addresses that should have been left in the 90s.
Same, but they give me a good laugh though. So
it's true. Well, Emily, where can we go to get career advice, to connect with you? Talk to me about how can we follow you and just use your knowledge.
Yeah. Anyone is welcome to reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'm Emily Gross. I do want to mention one other tool that I'm super excited about. If you don't mind, it's quick, but I was thrilled to hear this. So, when you're going and you're applying to jobs and then you upload your resume, your cover letter, you think you're all good to go, and then it prompts you to put in every single detail, month, year, a full application that's like 10 pages long. There's a web extension, a browser extension called Simplify, and it autofills for you.
Amazing.
I was so excited to hear that. So anyone can reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'm Emily Gross. I love giving career advice. Again, we're living in a time where lots of people are getting laid off and all different things are happening. And I'm so passionate about helping people find their job in a less stressful way. So reach out.
You're very approachable, and I'm sure you've helped many careers change and many lives change. So Emily Gross on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Great. Well, we'll make sure that people connect with you there, and thank you for all of your knowledge and your information.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Now stay tuned. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
TV8 te brinda la mejor programación en español todos los días. Sintoniza Conexión Latina los lunes, miércoles y viernes a las 7 de la tarde con repeticiones los fines de semana. Además, te presentamos nuestro nuevo programa Sabores y Creaciones, donde hemos juntado tus recetas y manualidades favoritas en un solo lugar los martes y jueves a las 7 de la tarde. Y por último, disfruta de Daily Flash Latino, con noticias y entretenimiento en tendencia los sábados a las 7 de la tarde. Te esperamos por el canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina, nuestro canal de YouTube TV8 Vail Good Morning Vail o nuestra página web tv8vail.com.
Well, Archer and I are going to get headed on further down the trail, but I hope you'll catch up with us a little bit later. Hi, I'm Ben Roof, and I'm one of the new hosts here at TV8. I'm so excited to share all of my explorations throughout the Vail Valley with my dog Archer, where we'll be taking you to hiking trails, biking trails, maybe we'll go rafting, fishing, or whatever else we can come up with. I'm so excited to share all of that with you in my new segment, Outdoor Adventures. Don't forget to catch up with us every day right here at TV8 Vail or at tv8vail.com, because there's always more for you on 92.
Learn the latest in science each week and how it relates to everyday life. From space exploration to plant biology to the latest in high-tech advances. Every new scientific development is explored and explained in an understandable way. Amazing stories each week. Watch Science Now.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tv8vail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Join us on board the Leadville Railroad Winter Express. Stay cozy in our heated lounge cars. Marvel at the stunning winter landscape. Sip delicious hot chocolate. Don't forget to check out our new specials. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi friends, welcome to the Vibe Report with Avisha. This is where I tell you all about the exciting happenings all around town. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the Red Lion, Sun and Alp, Hike, Shakedown Bar, the Lodge at Vail, Gambit Bar, and Park Hyatt will be having nightly live music. The artist known as Face Bagel is playing at Pepe's for his Sunday residency from 4 to 9. No cover, just good food, drinks, music, and of course, good vibes. The world-class Taste of Vail Festival is going on until Saturday the 6th, showcasing a variety of chefs and wine from around the world. On Saturday, the last day of the festival, is the Best of the Best Grand Tasting. It's happening at 5 p.m. at the Hike, and it'll be an evening of celebrating the culinary and wine community with Vail restaurants, guest chefs, and Taste of Vail wineries. There's also a closing celebration dinner with Decanter, Saturday, April 6th at Express Lift from 7 to 9 p.m. Check out the Taste of Vail Eventbrite page or website to purchase tickets or to get info on volunteering to help out. The Vail Youth Ballet Company is performing Saturday for the Spring Showcase at the Battle Mountain High School Auditorium, presented by Vail Friends of Dance. The event is open to the public and tickets can be purchased online or at the door. Also on Saturday is Paint Your Pet Night at the Alpine Art Center. This is part of their Cocktails and Canvas series. Check out alpineartcenter.org for more info. That's it for this week's Vibe Report, friends. Be sure to follow the Vail Vibes TV8 Instagram for more info. And as always, spread the good vibes. I'm Avisha Scarborough, and I'll see you next time.
It was a party on the couch with the Vail Valley businesswomen, and we talk all about their upcoming Women in Leadership panel discussion that's happening next week. So let's take a look at that conversation. Very excited to have these ladies joining me here on the couch. We've got the Vail Valley businesswomen. I've got Jill, Dana, and Cindy joining me today. So ladies, how are you?
Great.
So wonderful to have you here now. Jill and Dana, we've had you both, but Cindy, great to meet you and have you on the couch as well. So excited. Vail Valley businesswomen, lots happening. You know, you had a great event last time. I had the two of you here. We talked about the event in December. And so how did that go? What were the results? Tell me about it.
It was great. It was at the Westin Riverfront, and it was probably our largest fundraiser yet as far as attendance and how much money we raised. We were able to gift and donate $8,000 to Youth Power 365 from that event. So
$8,000, that's incredible.
I'm really happy about that.
That's really great. And now, Jill, you are president, and just to kind of walk through it, we've got vice president with you, Cindy, and then treasurer with you, Dana, as well. So really great things, and I love that you all are empowering women in business here in the Vail Valley. So we have an event coming up, and who would love to take the lead and tell me all about the event?
Cindy?
Well, I will. So the event is going to be held over in Vail at the Annabelle, and it is going to be hosted by Vail Resorts. So Beth Howard and two additional professionals are going to be on the panel, and they're going to basically be telling us and sharing with us their professional journey. So we get the opportunity to hear from them on how they navigated their professional careers. And it's really exciting. It's going to be a lot of fun, very unique. One of them was actually in the Air Force, so we're very excited to have her and hear her unique journey and how she's been able to really take that journey and apply it onto the mountain. One of the things that she states, and it's Kate Stefani, and she has stated that she is going to be she basically defied what is a typical male position on the mountain and is holding it as a woman's position.
I
So
love that.
We'll leave a little teasers in there.
I love that, and it's a focus of women in leadership and just how you can grow and mentor and develop the people around you, and from a professional and a personal perspective. So that's such an interesting story. I can't wait to hear all about it. So Dana, you're treasurer, which means tell me the details on this. Do you have to buy tickets in advance?
Oh yes. So our events. Well, let's back up to membership.
Okay.
So we have different levels of membership: corporate membership, executive, associate, etc. So there are fees that people pay to be members of Vail Valley Businesswomen. We would love you to join us. And so some of those ticket levels, basically at associate, they pay $20 per event. Okay. So there's that. And then additionally, guests are welcome anytime, and guests pay $40 to attend our events per event. And you register online, vvbw.org.
Wonderful. That's great. And so, Jill, as president this year, so we've moved through the first quarter. You know, what else is planned for the Vail Valley Women in Business throughout the year?
Cindy actually is the one in charge of planning the events, which is she's doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
So we have, what do we have, Cindy, lined up?
So we work with a lot of different businesses. We should be having here in May, we're going to, it's kind of still a little bit on the edge in regards to what we're going to do, but we have a feeling that we are going to have a little bit of a beauty base in regards to who will be presenting at the event. We're still working a little bit on location just because of it being that off season we're kind of falling into. We're trying to make sure we have those accomplished. During the summer, we should have some really good fun events, hopefully do some nice outdoor events so that way we can really enjoy the beauty of the valley. Why many of us stayed here in the valley is because of the summers. And so we're hoping to really make that all happen. And then before the end of the year, we'll fall back into, hopefully in October, we'll of course with Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we'll have a speaker who will focus primarily on women's health, and that will be a focus. And then we'll be riding back into our big fundraiser. So it should be a lot of fun.
That's wonderful. It sounds like some great events happening and coming up, and a great way to grow the community. So have you seen a lot of growth within the community, within your organization as well?
We have actually. In the last few years, we've more than doubled in our membership.
That's excellent.
And we're starting to have our events across the whole valley. I think primarily they used to be more prominent in Vail. So we're finding that our Down Valley location, when we have it in Eagle or Gypsum, our draw a different crowd and a different group of women, which is really fun for us and has helped us grow quite a bit.
You know, people are probably coming out of hibernation now that the season
Yes.
is winding down. And, you know, as sad as we are, I think it's really great to get involved in other ways when you're not on the mountain. So really great opportunity. And I appreciate all that you women are doing to really encourage leadership in business and just community in general here in the Valley. It's wonderful. It's great. So tell us where we can go for more information to get tickets for the event.
Yeah, so VVBW for Vail Valley Businesswomen, vvbw.org is where you can go to our event page, register there. You do not have to be a member to come to our event. So please come, even if you want to be there, just one event out of the whole year or 3 events out of the whole year. We would love for you to be a member, but you can come and not be a member. This is going to be an amazing event at the Arabelle. Please join us. We've got 3 wonderful panelists that are going to share their journey.
That's
And it's
great.
gonna be great.
And you have to register for the event ahead of time, but you can
It'd be
register.
great if you could register. We hope that you register, but if you don't have time and you want to come, just come.
Love that. I love that. Just all inclusive.
It is.
It really
is.
is.
The
Wonderful.
more the merrier. We really love our ladies coming to these events, and it's really wonderful for networking and meeting new people and inspiring topics throughout the year. So.
Wonderful. Well, Jill, Cindy, and Dana, thanks for joining me here on the couch. Exciting stuff that you have planned, and I hope that you have a great turnout for the event next week. So looking forward to seeing and hearing all about the results and all of the things that happen.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. It's always great to see you all here on the couch. You know, it's always a party, and I love it. Well, we have more heading up on our show. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Good morning, Vail.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Join us on board the Leadville Railroad Winter Express. Stay cozy in our heated lounge cars. Marvel at the stunning winter landscape. Sip delicious hot chocolate. Don't forget to check out our new specials. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the Immersion Theater.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Learn the latest in science each week and how it relates to everyday life. From space exploration to plant biology to the latest in high-tech advances. Every new scientific development is explored and explained in an understandable way. Amazing stories each week. Watch Science Now.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Good morning, Vail.
40 years of business in the Valley is so impressive, and we absolutely love Eyepieces of Vail for all that they have to offer. Let's take a look at the latest and greatest conversation. I am so excited. I'm Kimberly Perot here, and I am standing here with Tyler Moore of Eyepieces of Vail. How are you, Tyler?
I'm doing great. What about yourself, Kimberly?
You know, I'm loving being out here. I'm loving standing in the middle of all of your goggles. We're here at the famous Goggle Bar.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. We are at the Goggle Bar, and it is such a cool concept and store. We love this store. It's so unique in its appearance and how we can help service you with any of your optical needs. It's not just goggles. We have glasses, sunglasses, prescription, really, you name it, we're able to help you out here.
That's amazing. So we're at the Bridge Street location. So you've got the Goggle Bar here, and we've got quite an array of goggle selection. What do we have in front of us today?
Today, I thought we'd kind of focus on one of our favorite brands, Smith Optics. Definitely kind of like the leader in ski sport optics for sure. So I pulled a few of their models here, a great helmet. Yeah, you know, who doesn't love a good set of goggles?
Absolutely. You know, I'm a Smith girl. I don't mean to plug that, but you may have to convince me otherwise because the impressive array behind us is great. But fun story. I was on the mountain one day. It was super white out, couldn't see it. So I went straight down to the bottom of the slopes and walked in and said, I need a pair of goggles. And they gave me a pair of Smiths. Yep. So tell me about them. What do we have here?
You know, we'll start over here on my right here. This is their flagship model. It's called the 4D Mag. And this is a really cool goggle with a lot of interesting tech. Namely, the lens here is going to be the kind of shining star. But you can see here it kind of goes from flat to curved. And this unique toric lens shape allows you to have a lot bigger field of vision without the goggle itself having to be massive. So this is a really cool way to kind of combat how do we keep a goggle you know, that fits a lot of faces, but also has the field of vision of a bigger goggle. You know, and on top of that too, it's one of the easiest to swap out. 1, 2 switches right here, pops right off. Comes with a second lens for those cloudier days. You can pop it right back on, lock it down, and you're on your way.
Looks amazing. I know I love it. So I have a question about this technology in specific. Is this a new shape for this season, for the latest model, or tell me more about it?
It's been around for a couple seasons now, but it works. And it's kind of hard to see, so I would recommend you come in to actually try it on because the difference is quite outstanding. You're not going to, if you feel claustrophobic, like a lot of people do in goggles, this is a great one that kind of gives you that feeling of like no frame around your face, you know, free vision. It really does work.
Amazing. And so we've got some helmets here as well. So tell me a little bit about the helmets.
Cool. Yeah, right here we also have their top line model, Nexus. This was released last year. It features a few interesting technologies. Number one, what we always want to see is at least this yellow dot here called MIPS, or a MIPS equivalent. This is better for your brain if you fall down, which happens a lot in skiing.
It does. Can you tell me, what does MIPS stand for? So when someone goes in, they know exactly what they're talking about.
Oh man, yeah. So it's a multiple direction impact protection system. So it's quite the mouthful. But pretty much what it is, it's a liner that rotates independently in the helmet that reduces rotational violence of a crash. Because you know, we don't just crash straight down. We're typically crashing at speed with glancing blows. So this, you know, is supposed to keep your brain in a more forward position and not shaking around in your head as much, which, as we know, is what kind of causes concussions.
Absolutely. Well, helmets are important regardless of your skill level.
Exactly. Yeah. Always wear a helmet, please. You know, even if you're confident in your ability, you shouldn't be confident in other people's ability, you know.
That's exactly right. It's like defensive driving.
Defensive driving, yes, exactly.
Okay, so this is great. So this is also a Smith helmet. And so talk to me about like the pairing. So how do you pair the goggle with the helmet, and like what do you recommend?
For sure. I mean, I recommend what fits your face and your head the best. mixing and matching, we can do a lot, and the industry has become a lot more standardized in its shapes. But in essence, for Smith, they are designed to work perfectly together. The shape of the brim of the helmet and the shape of the top of the goggle are made to actually give you a nice fit to kind of keep the top of this goggle protected from snow and stuff that would block its ability to vent. So yeah, I mean, Smith on Smith is great, but don't be afraid to kind of mix and match a little. We can find the perfect fit for you.
You got to show off your steez.
Yeah, exactly.
So we have a variety of Smith goggles here. Tell me a little bit about some of these others.
Yeah, the others, this is going to be their famous IO mag line. So this is easy interchangeability as well. Everything that we carry in Smith comes with 2 lenses, which we find it's just great. You can look at the weather, see what you're doing, and choose a lens and go from there. But it's easy nowadays. Long gone are like jamming the lens into the frame. There's a little switch right back here, then it just pops right off.
I'm loving this new technology.
It's so easy.
Gone are the days of shoving your lens into a rubber outside.
Yeah, it was always tough. People's thumbs hurt. Dad was always upset when he had to do all 4 kids in the morning. Now the kids can do it themselves.
That's great, and they probably love doing that as well.
Exactly.
So Eyepieces of Vail, you're so unique here in what you do. You've got not only a wide array of goggle selection, but you also can fit people with prescriptions for their goggles specifically. Tell me a little more about that.
We can. So we specialize in prescription, prescription glasses, prescription sunglasses, but also one that you don't see a lot of is prescription goggles. This nifty little thing right here is a godsend for a lot of people. It fits in pretty much any goggle, not just Smith, anything on the back of the wall. We can fit this in, and it just clips in to your goggle like such. It's super easy, simple. We do this with an anti-fog coating too. That's probably the number one thing that people with glasses, when they're putting their goggles over their glasses, deal with. This helps mitigate, that from happening as much. So, great option for those that need to see while you ski.
Yeah, and it really gives a curated fit into the goggle versus your glasses where you've got 2 different angles and shapes on your face.
Correct. It's a lot more comfortable.
Yep.
It performs better, but also it's a lot safer. You don't have to risk falling and breaking your glasses. I have seen people get cut up from when their glasses break. It's a real risk that you're taking when you do that.
And safety is key, especially on the mountain, and you want to look good while you're doing it.
Exactly. We're going to help you perform your best, look your best, be your best.
So if we want to pursue this prescription option within our goggles, how do we do that? You've got a doctor here on site, so tell me all about that.
Correct, yeah. So we do have Dr. G, who's really great to work with. He comes in every Tuesday, Thursdays, both to the Edwards location and our Village Center location here in Vail Village across from Solaris. So he starts in Edwards in the morning and then comes to Vail around 3 o'clock. Appointments typically take about 30 minutes. So you can just give us a call, check availability, and we're happy to book you and get your eyes checked. And some of these we can even have done same day depending on your prescription.
So it's not just for goggle prescription. You can do a true eye doctor appointment.
Correct. Yeah. And that's if you need glasses, prescription sunglasses, goggles, anything. That'll get you set up, and we'll check your eye health to make sure everything's going well for you, and then send you on your way.
Well, I'll be booking an appointment, that's for sure. So talk to me about operating hours. So you mentioned when he's here. So what are your typical operating hours from a store perspective?
Correct. Yeah, we have 8 locations total, 6 here in Vail Village. And at the moment, pretty much most all of them are running 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Up here at Bridge Street, we start a little earlier because the gondola starts at 8:30. So that's right when we get here too. And then, so we have a lot of convenient locations. Obviously, Bridge Street here, right at the base of Gondola 1, closest retail location. Village Center, across from Solaris, which is where the doctor's office is. At Sonnenalp, we have our Eyepieces Sport concept, which is a great little boutique to go into. Lion's Head, if you find yourself over in Lion's Head Village. Beaver Creek, even if you're up over there skiing in Beaver Creek. And then down in Edwards as well. And then if you find yourself over in Roaring Fork Valley, you can find us at Willits next to Whole Foods, and at the base of Snowmass at the Viceroy Hotel.
So you really cover the entire Vail Valley, which is wonderful.
Yep.
No excuses. You need to upgrade your goggles this season for sure.
Yeah.
So head over to Eyepieces Vail. Well, thank you so much for talking and telling us everything, Tyler. Are there anything else that we should know if we're coming in to look for the right frame or goggle for our faces?
Just know that we're happy to help you out however we can. Even if you're just having a little troubleshooting and you're not going to buy anything, we're just happy to be here and offer any service that we can.
It's great. Well, they offer white glove service here at the Goggle Bar. Make sure that you head over to Eyepieces of Vail. You'll get to chat with Tyler and everyone else here in the store. So lots of exciting things happening. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
We play from the hearts. We play these songs. We live these songs.
Scott Redner is known as the man behind Shakedown Bar, a venue he says was created by musicians for musicians.
We are different. We treat our music differently. We take our music seriously.
While playing musical gigs around town, Scott had what seemed like at the time a very lucky encounter.
A gentleman saw me playing and he gave me $1 million and bought the space, the lease on the space for me.
Wait, back up. What do you mean he gave you?
Well, he saw me playing at the Red Line one night, and he walked up and he tipped me $1,000, and he said, "You rocked, dude. You need your own place." And I was like, "Well, I like the sound of that, you know." So I leaned over to my security guy. I said, "Hey, this guy, he said he's gonna buy me a bar. You come run it." And it was my buddy Bryce, who was the security guy at Red Line, and he's like, "Okay."
So in 2012, Shakedown Bar was established. But like many things in life that seem too good to be true, so too was this. For a variety of reasons, Scott had to buy out his original investor. Since then, Shakedown Bar has thrived as a 198-person music venue with exceptional performers, including the Shakedown Family Band. Scott himself has toured the world with bands like Blues Traveler, Dave Matthews, and Lenny Kravitz. But this father of 2 girls says his daughters have inspired him to embrace the current pop stars.
It is just T Swift, and it's like I want to be able to just. I asked my daughter, I'm like, you know, because I took them to the Taylor Swift concert this year, and I'm like, "Which song, Harper?" And she goes, "Cruel Summer Day."
Here he is performing his own rendition of Flowers by Miley Cyrus, another one of his daughter's favorites. Scott says if you love music, Shakedown Bar is the place for après-ski this winter.
What's better than songs you love to sing while you're after ski celebrating, getting a little toasty, right? But you know, it's about that. It's about interacting. It's about sharing that time. It's about singing along. It's about sharing the experience together, the feel-good stuff, the stuff you know.
And he was so impressed with my tambourine skills that you might even see yours truly on stage soon.
So am I hired to come perform with you? Can I do it?
Done.
Okay.
700.
Or maybe I'll just stick to Vail vibes. To see the real musicians, check out shakedownbarvail.com for the calendar of events.
TV8 te brinda la mejor programación en español todos los días. Sintoniza Conexión Latina los lunes, miércoles y viernes a las 7 de la tarde con repeticiones los fines de semana. Además, te presentamos nuestro nuevo programa Sabores y Creaciones, donde hemos juntado tus recetas y manualidades favoritas en un solo lugar los martes y jueves a las 7 de la tarde. Y por último, disfruta de Daily Flash Latino, con noticias y entretenimiento en tendencia los sábados a las 7 de la tarde. Te esperamos por el canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina, nuestro canal de YouTube TV8 Vail Good Morning Vail o nuestra página web tv8vail.com.
Hi, it's Max from TV8 Vail. We want to invite you all to the Wacky Winter Reading Program. It's open to all ages. All you have to do is read 10 books or 1,000 pages. For more information, go on our website, tv8vail.com. And thank you to our sponsor, the Eagle Valley Library District.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Good morning, Vail.
Our valley is rich with all kinds of snow sports history, and we love the Colorado Snow Sports Museum that covers not only the history here in the valley, but all of Colorado and beyond. Let's take a look at the conversation that we had with them.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I have Ashley Carter here. Ashley, what is it that you do? That was a joke.
I don't know how to describe it. I'm at the museum doing anything and everything that we need.
I'm teasing because Ashley has become our spirit animal, and I've learned so much about the museum, truly. I mean, I did not realize it's a nonprofit. I think that's a big thing that many people maybe don't realize, which is, can you give us a little bit of background on that, just to start off?
Yeah, I mean, we happen to be in Vail, because when it started, the museum started in 1976. They opened their doors.
76.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't know that either.
So
Okay.
we've been around for a long time, because we're the Centennial State. It happened in that timing.
Gotcha.
You know,
Okay.
I know a
I
few
wasn't
things.
born yet, Ash.
Me neither. It's
Well,
fine.
you're way younger than I am.
But yeah, we just happen to be in the heart of ski country, being in Vail.
Cool.
But we are a nonprofit. We're not resort owned. We're not any of that. We make it by donations, memberships, and our gift shop. We have a wonderful gift shop.
Yes.
And yeah, you can feel good about your purchases because we are a nonprofit. It goes directly to the museum and keeps our doors open, keeps us getting new exhibits, events happening, all the things.
Well, and I think that is so important to say as well, because I didn't even know you had a gift shop, and I've been in there multiple times, because I think you go in and you're just so excited to be in there, and there's so much to look at. You guys are brilliant at what you do. No, but you are, and you're so knowledgeable, and it's just such a cool space, and people don't realize it is free. It's all free.
Yes.
Which is neat. And then to give back and give a little money goes a long way.
Oh, it goes a really long way. And we have, not to brag, but we're told time and time again, people walk in and they tell us we're the best gift shop in town.
See,
Yep.
this girl's coming in. I like to shop, you know.
Yes.
Well, and I am super stoked. We have a lot to cover today.
We do.
But I heard a little birdie, aka Ashley, let me know. What bird would you be? I'm like, I don't even know. You told me that I'm part of the museum now.
Absolutely.
Thank you. You're doing a disco, not this Saturday, but the following.
Following Saturday, it's a silent disco, which a lot of people don't seem to know what that is.
I've never done one.
There is music involved.
Totally.
But it's through headphones. And so
cool.
we have 2 live DJs, but you have 3 channels of music. You can see who's listening to the same thing, your volume choice, and the cool thing about doing it in the museum, you can walk around and check out our exhibits, see all the rich snow sports that surround you, and we're going to deck the place out. Disco balls, lights, lasers, the whole thing.
I am so
We're
excited.
going to have a photo booth, and we're also doing a raffle. We're actually raising money for a new exhibit. I'm going to plug it.
I love it.
I'm here for it.
Yes, I love it. Do it, Ashley.
But we've got a lot of things just from the community, a lot of fun swag, gift cards, all sorts of cool things.
So cool.
That we're going to raffle off.
So we already talked about this. I'm coming. I already kind of have my outfit planned in my head, if I'm honest with you.
Good.
Yes, duh. How much and how can we get our tickets? What time?
Yeah, tickets are $20 to get in.
Cool.
It's a 21 and over event only.
Cool.
We're just going to keep it smart, keep it safe that way.
Keep the youngins. I'm just kidding.
You can buy tickets online. It's live right now on our website. If you follow us on social media, you should. That's where you can find all the things.
Ashley's hilarious. I mean, the stuff you post is so good. But wait, is that your personal? No, you do stuff on there
I
too.
do
Yeah.
it there. We share it, we do both of the things. But yeah, tickets are online. We will sell tickets at the door. However, pre-sales, as long as you buy your ticket before or by next Friday, we'll get you 1 free raffle ticket to throw in the raffle and 1 free beer first for when you get in.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And Ashley, I've never actually done the silent disco, but I know what it's about. Can you tell me if this is right, can you tell like what people are listening to by the color?
Yes.
Is that correct?
So
Okay,
you
cool.
can see who's listening to the same thing as you.
Okay. And there's your beautiful museum.
There's our beautiful museum. And there, look, those are two of my lovely
Oh,
friends.
I love
that's
it.
from the Silent Disco last year. Last year
Is that
was
Shannon?
our kickoff. That's Shannon.
Oh, I know her too. Yay.
Yes.
Good.
We kicked it off last year for
Cool.
the first time, and we want it to be an annual thing. We are trying to raise money, but it really is a focus on community. Celebrate that we made it through the season, into the year, and just have a good time.
Oh, I love this. I'm here for it. So the theme is disco.
Yeah, disco, we're encouraging retro attire, whatever that means to you.
Yes.
Because we are trying to put in a new Warren Miller exhibit, and if there's not retro in Warren Miller, I don't know where there is.
Our man Chris Anthony comes
Yes.
here all the time,
Yes,
and
he
he
does.
is very retro. No, that means he's old. You're not old, Chris. We love you. But he is. I'll get Chris to go.
Yes.
That'll be fun.
Yes, Chris
The
is on our
poster
board
boy.
at the museum.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. So what can we look forward to looking at when we're there?
Oh, we have all sorts of things. I mean, a lot of people think we're the 10th Mountain Museum because we have such a great 10th Mountain exhibit.
Which is amazing.
Yes.
I know so much about this.
Yes, which we updated with our Letters Home exhibit. You can look up the whole roster of the 10th, all of that.
That's
Anything
so
we
neat.
have digitized. You can check out artifacts, letters, all sorts of things like that.
And that's going to be for a while. Because I know you're all forever changing, which is neat.
10th Mountain
Refreshing.
exhibit's like never going to go away.
Okay, cool.
Really. I
Good.
mean, I can't,
No,
can't
that
tell
makes me really
the
happy
far
because it's
future,
so
but,
interesting. Yeah.
They are the foundation of Colorado snow sports.
Cool.
We wouldn't be here without them.
Okay.
So if anything, it'll just keep being updated and being better and better.
I love that people too, from you guys especially, have learned so much about the 10th Mountain. I can't believe I'm going to tell you this story. A man was walking by the other day, the big statue, and he said something about an astronaut, and I was like, oh no. And I went over and in a sweet way, but schooled him on what it was, and he was so excited. I was like, we all have such I don't know, it means something to this community, and it's so beautiful, and the story is so powerful, and I love that you guys are sharing that and spreading that.
Yeah,
that's
I
really
mean, you
cool.
can do that in the museum. We also do our walking tours every
That's
Tuesday
huge.
and Thursday.
Tuesday, Thursday.
We only have a couple left. I think the 18th is our last one before the
Okay.
end of the season, and they're at 11 o'clock Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay.
$10, and it walks around the village.
That's
so you're going
so
to get
neat.
Vail-specific history, which you can't have without learning about the 10th Mountain.
That is so. Wait, Tuesday, Thursdays? Dang it! I was thinking, mom and dad coming into town. I'm like, that would have been a good one, but they're not. That is awesome, Ashley. That's so cool. What else do we have coming up?
Well, tomorrow we have yoga. We still have a couple yogas on Saturdays.
Okay.
8:30 to 9:30. Pop in. Literally all levels welcome.
That's so cool.
I participate in it, and I'm still recovering from a leg injury. If I can do it, you can do it. It's just a great little spot to start it out, and then you can go ski afterwards if you want.
Well, and that's so cool too. I saw a picture there, and you guys just open up the whole space, and then it's the mountain. You walk out, it's like, the mountains, like so beautiful.
Exactly.
That's dope. And is it free, or do we?
So it's $15.
Good.
We split
because
that
it's
with the instructor, and
right.
then $5 of that goes to the museum.
Well, and that's the thing I think we really want to push here too, is like this museum is so beautiful. It gives us so much knowledge, and really just by people being generous is how it's going to keep on keeping on. So we want,
absolutely.
yeah.
Yep, keeping those stories alive. You're right there by the Hall of Fame. You can get inspired by all our Hall of Famers.
It's so neat. Because it's interesting. I was thinking back to the first time I'd ever gone in there, Truth, Burton US Open, which makes me so sad. I missed that.
Yep.
That's how I got to know and get acquainted with the museum. And I just remember being in awe the first time I went in, because it's such a not hidden, it's right there,
hidden
but
in
it's
plain sight. It really is.
Kinda.
People
It's
tell
a
me they're
gem.
like, I
Yeah.
walk by this every day for 10 years, and now I finally walked in.
Right.
Stop in.
Yeah.
It's free. It's worth the money. You're not gonna. It's worth the price.
Well,
If you
and that's
don't
what
like
it
it,
is.
walk out. But
well, and I meant like it's a hidden gem because it is so beautiful and there's so much there. But I do agree with you because like I don't know why it's right there located.
We're working on better signage.
Cool.
That's in the future. We're getting better signs.
Well, and I've seen you outside so often, and like Ashley gets everyone to come in. You're so great at like one day I was walking my dog, I think, and I was like, Ashley, oh yeah, there we go. So
it's a good community spot. It really is.
It is. It definitely is.
And you're gonna learn something. I've never had a local come in that hasn't learned something.
See, love that.
Yeah, because we're not just a Vail museum. We represent the whole state. We have a table you can look at all the Colorado resorts.
Right.
Ski fashion, the evolution of snowboarding. That exhibit is really cool.
That's rad. I remember going through, and I'm a skier, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. Really,
we have
really cool.
the snowboard from the a View to a Kill James Bond movie that was used in the movie.
That's dope.
Pretty cool.
I'm a big James Bond girl. I like that. That's cool. So Ashley, I actually had one of my friends watch an interview. Well, now a friend. It was someone I had met, emailed me this true story, and asked me if people can rent out the space to ask you for events, and I did not know the answer. So
we rent out for private events.
Okay.
Yeah, all
See,
that
I didn't know
information
that.
is on
Okay.
our website as well.
Okay.
We do have that out there. It just kind of depends the time of season for like the
Okay.
rates on that. And then ideally we like it to be like evening things when we're,
Right.
you know, not operating.
I got the vibe that hers was maybe for a wedding moment.
Oh,
so.
we do cocktail parties. You can
Cool.
do sit-down dinners. Sit-down dinners need to be a little bit smaller just because of the space
I never
within
knew
the
that.
museum.
How
But
cool.
cocktail parties, oh yeah, we have big cocktail parties, 150 people if you want to fit in there.
Maybe I should do my birthday there.
Yes.
I like
and
this.
it's a unique space, so you don't have to super decorate or anything.
No.
And the people that don't want to over socialize can go check out an
That's
exhibit.
what I was,
right?
Wait, I love that you said that because some of my friends, they're such beautiful human beings, but they get so over the talking piece and they'll just be wandering. I can
and
just
then
see
you
it.
can look at an exhibit and
Yes.
go, oh, I learned something.
That's really cool. I
Yeah,
like
a lot of
that.
people that do weddings at like Camp Hale
Yeah.
will of course come do their either welcome party or cocktail parties there because we have a great exhibit on the 10th Mountain.
That's great. That is so good to know. And so, Ashley, where can people go to get all this information?
Yeah, our website is just snowsportsmuseum.org. We've got everything on there, and then all the contact information is there if you just want to call us, email us. Currently, we're open 10 to 6 every day until the end of the season, so you can just pop in and ask us questions as well.
Ashley, I feel like you're the face now of the museum. Seriously.
I can't take all that credit.
My mom watches this show and she's gonna get embarrassed. I said this and she's like, I love her energy.
Good. Well, it's an easy place to stand behind. It's an easy place to talk about. I want people to get in there, so I love being able to share that responsibility and be the face.
And I no, literally. And Ashley, I want because I think you're such an inspiring story because you really love what you do, and I feel the same working here on radio. I really enjoy my job. For other young men and women looking up to you, or even people our age, I'm way older. I'm just gonna go with that. You know, your age and my age. You know, maybe looking for a job change. What kind of advice can you give to people? Because I know that's hard, but you are living your. I know. Sorry, I'm gonna get in trouble.
I don't know. For me, honestly, what took me into the museum was choosing my mental health and choosing a job that I knew would be good for me, and then everything else would come from there. And that's what it is. It is a place of community. I love my coworkers. I have coworkers of all ages. We all get along. We all bring in our unique thing. And yeah, I wasn't trying to chase any certain status or anything like that.
I love that.
It really was just choosing, I think this job would be good for me. And now I feel like I'm good for the job. So.
Mental health. I love that. Well, we adore you here, spirit animal Ashley. And one more time, the website.
snowsportsmuseum.org.
Cool.
Super easy. Oh, yeah, and we have our end of season sale coming up 17th through the 24th, 30% off everything.
All right, end of season sale as well. Disco, all the things. Check out the website and keep it right here. We have more Good Morning Vail to come.
Are you looking for exciting and nutritious recipes to cook at home? Watch Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller on TV8 Vail. Tracy brings you the best in fresh and healthy foods for the active outdoor lifestyle. Stream online at tv8vail.com or find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Dog Tales is America's premier dog lovers magazine show. This series is all about dogs and the people who love them. Featuring dogs of all sizes, shapes, and breeds, keeping you up to date with all the latest news from the dog world. Sit back and enjoy a fun program for the whole family. Check your local listings and tune in to Dog Tales.
Good morning, Vail.
We had a wide variety of topics on this morning's edition of the show. Lots happening here in the Valley. I'm Kim Perot, and thanks for joining. I'll see you next time.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Are you looking for exciting and nutritious recipes to cook at home? Watch Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller on TV8 Vail.